Hello and welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales. I'm your host, and today we're diving into a powerful and inspiring story that showcases the heart and soul of Prince Harry's Invictus Games. Today we're bringing you an incredible first-hand account from Invictus athlete James Phelps, who served in Afghanistan alongside Prince Harry. His story proves, once and for all, that Harry's commitment to veterans isn't just for show. It's deeply personal, meaningful and life-changing. And of course, Meghan Markle, as always, stands right by his side, supporting this incredible mission. Yet, despite the positive impact of Harry and Meghan's work, the usual critics are still out there spreading nonsense. But by the end of this episode, you'll see why the hate is completely baseless, and why the Sussexes deserve nothing but praise. The Invictus Games isn't just another sporting event, it's a movement. Created in 2014 by Prince Harry, the Games bring together wounded, injured and sick service personnel to compete in adaptive sports, highlighting their strength and resilience. Now, in 2025, the Vancouver Convention Centre is hosting one of the biggest and most inspiring Invictus Games to date. What started as Harry's vision has grown into a global force of empowerment for veterans. But despite all this success, some people out there still try to diminish Harry's work. They claim he's just doing it for attention, but we've got real testimony from real soldiers that proves otherwise. Meet James Phelps, a 44-year-old Invictus athlete who served in Afghanistan at the same time as Prince Harry. He's competed in multiple Invictus events, including the skeleton biathlon, wheelchair rugby and wheelchair basketball. James isn't just an athlete, he's a hero. During his service, he was in a search and rescue squad that saved over 500 lives. After experiencing PTSD, he sought help and now advocates for mental health awareness among veterans. If anyone can speak on Prince Harry's authenticity, it's James Phelps, and trust me, his words will silence the critics. Let's get something straight. Prince Harry isn't just some royal-playing soldier. He served in the military for a full decade, from 2005 to 2015, and was deployed to Afghanistan twice. In fact, he was the first British royal to serve in active combat in 30 years. He flew Apache helicopters and faced real combat situations. Yet some people still question whether he's truly committed to the military community. But according to James Phelps, Harry is the real deal. Back in 2012, James Phelps was stationed in Afghanistan when Prince Harry visited his base. Harry wasn't there for a publicity stunt, he was just a regular soldier talking to his fellow servicemen. This was right after a deadly attack on Camp Bastion that took the lives of 2 Marines. That moment deeply impacted Harry, and it planted the seed for what would eventually become the Invictus Games. This is the kind of experience no critic can argue with, because it's the truth. James's wife, Cynthia, has also witnessed Harry's and Meghan's impact firsthand. She describes Meghan as being hand-in-hand, cheek-to-cheek with Harry, fully present, fully engaged and fully supportive of the veterans. Cynthia and James both emphasise that Meghan isn't just there for show. She listens, she cares, she uplifts these wounded warriors alongside Harry. Despite the lies from the tabloids, real people who have met Harry and Meghan tell a very different story, one of genuine compassion and commitment. In 2023, James and Harry reunited in San Diego. But this wasn't some media event. This was a private lunch with 8 servicemen, hand-picked by Harry himself. No cameras, no paparazzi, just real conversations. During this lunch, Harry reminisced about their time in Afghanistan, signed James's line badge, and even gave him a Prince Harry coin. He called James Bluebeard because of his bright blue hair. A conversation starter James uses to advocate for veterans' mental health. These are the kinds of moments that prove Prince Harry isn't in this for publicity. He genuinely cares. Now let's address the elephant in the room, Harry and Meghan's critics. These so-called experts sit behind keyboards, churning out negative headlines, attacking a couple that has done nothing but good. But ask the veterans. Ask the Invictus athletes. Ask the families of service members. The truth is undeniable. Harry and Meghan have positively impacted thousands of lives, and the haters, they have nothing but baseless opinions. James Phelps describes the atmosphere at Invictus as electric. It's not just about competition, it's about camaraderie, resilience, and reclaiming strength after hardship. These games would not exist without Prince Harry. His lived experience, his empathy, and his vision have built something truly remarkable. That's leadership, that's legacy. So next time someone tries to tell you that Harry and Meghan are just seeking attention, remind them of the thousands of veterans whose lives they've changed. The truth is out there if people are willing to see it. Winning medals at the Invictus Games is a huge achievement, but the true victory lies in what happens afterward. Many athletes say that participating in the Games has been a turning point in their lives. For some, it's the first time they've felt a sense of purpose since leaving the military. For others, it's the community that helps them heal, brothers and sisters in arms who understand their struggles. The Games don't just offer a moment of glory, they create lasting bonds, provide mental health resources and open doors to new opportunities. Take former Royal Marine Mark Evans, for example. After suffering a spinal injury, he felt lost, questioning his worth. But after competing in cycling and swimming at Invictus, his confidence returned. He now mentors other injured service members, proving that resilience isn't just about physical recovery, it's about finding new ways to live with strength. This is the real impact of Prince Harry's work. It doesn't end when the closing ceremony fireworks fade. It carries on in the lives of every participant, every family and every community that has been touched by the spirit of Invictus. Despite the overwhelming success of Invictus, certain media outlets refuse to acknowledge the good it does. Instead of covering the inspiring stories of veterans overcoming adversity, they choose to focus on conspiracy theories and clickbait headlines about Harry and Meghan. But why? Because the truth doesn't sell as well as scandal. Instead of celebrating Harry's dedication to veterans, some outlets would rather paint him as a runaway prince or claim he's using the Games for self-promotion. The reality is this: if Prince Harry wanted an easy life, he could have stayed within the royal institution, cut ribbons and waved from balconies. But he chose a harder path, a path of real service, not just symbolic gestures. And yet his critics ignore the voices of the actual veterans who have benefited from his work. James Phelps, Mark Evans and hundreds of other athletes have spoken about what the Games mean to them, but somehow those testimonies don't make front-page news. It's time we stop giving these negative narratives power. The facts speak for themselves. Invictus is a force for good, and no amount of tabloid nonsense can change that. The media may try to twist the narrative, but the truth is undeniable. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are making a difference. Let's keep lifting up their story, supporting their mission, and celebrating the lives they've helped change. And that brings us to the end of today's episode of Meghan and Harry Tales. If today's story inspired you, do us a favour. Hit that subscribe button and drop a comment below. Let us know your thoughts on Prince Harry's incredible work with the Invictus Games. And if you'd like to support the channel and help us keep sharing these positive stories, consider donating through Super Thanks. Every bit helps us counteract the negativity and continue shining a light on the Sussex's incredible impact. Until next time, stay positive, stay curious, and remember, the truth always outshines the hate. See you in the next episode.